Hello. So, as you guys know, we were searching for a job. You've seen everything. It was very difficult and almost impossible. So, to help us out, we did some help exchange. We registered with Helpx. It is a website that helps us find hosts who need some help. So, different hosts have different needs, and therefore, they also provide different things. Most of them will provide accommodation, but some of them will not provide food. It really depends. Every host is different. So we used this website to help us get through the 4 months that we were unemployed. The next few clips, you will see the different things that we did and our experience of being helpers. We're gonna have to rewind a little bit. Okay, so after the hike to the Tarns, we left Auckland. We didn't have a specific destination in mind. We just know we wanted to go to the Bay of Plenty. That's where all the kiwi fruits are, and it was our next destination anyway. So we messaged a lot of people on Helpx on the way on the drive. Not a lot of people responded, but a host did. She said, "Unfortunately, I already have a helper, but you're more than welcome to stay for $20 a night per person." And that was our plan B. And little did we know, plan B was going to be completely different from what we expected. We are now near Kati Kati. I don't even know where to begin. We came here on blind faith, hoping that someone would be able to take us in. And if not, our plan B was to stay at a place that offered a $20 rate per person per night. And we thought it was pretty good. So we came all the way down, only to find out that that rate was for people who were sleeping in their cars. And we were very shocked to hear that the caravans would cost $80 to $100 per night. And right now we are strapped for cash. So it'll probably be a bit difficult to pay for that. So we asked for some time to discuss it in our car. And the lady boss was also someone we messaged on Helpx, but she had another helper, and so she couldn't take us in. So we were discussing in the car, deliberating. I was near tears because it wasn't going exactly how we planned, and things have been very terrible for the past few days, few weeks. And then she knocked on our window and she proposed that we become her new helpers instead, because she's finding it a bit difficult to work with her current one. And so in exchange for accommodation, we help her out. Yeah, it was crazy. I think she really saved us in that moment, and I'm still so unsure of everything, of anything, but I just know that I'm very grateful for this, and that she didn't need to help us at all, but she did. And so we're gonna do a damn good job, and we're gonna pay it all back. Yeah, I don't know, but we're gonna do our best. This was our host, Sandy, and her dogs. You would have probably seen this picture already from my job hunt video. The timeline is very confusing because of how I am putting out these videos, but it is Auckland for a month, and then it was Sandy's, and then it was the kiwi fruit pruning job. So this was our first stop after Auckland, and we did not know anything.
No, new place. Small bit. Super single only. Like this. That's the outside. You step outside and it's kind of like this farmland. The wind's been quite awful. But In the morning when it's a bit warmer, when the wind blows, it's quite nice actually. Those are bales of hay for cows to feed on.
This was the view at night and it's super gorgeous. Okay, so back to Helpx. We did not know how to do anything, so Sandy had to teach us everything. She needed us to do some sanding, some painting, some light gardening. She also had a grapefruit tree, so every day I would check to see if any fell on the ground, and then I would clean it, put it in a box, and leave it in her kitchen. Because she ran a backpackers, we were also doing some cleaning of the caravans, cleaning of the grounds, and essentially whatever she needed us to do.
I'm catching proof that Holy Lim can do hard work. In the rain, in like torrential gusts of wind. So Coley, how's it going?
Fine. We're just helping out our host's friend, clearing out this tiny garden area. So we're removing all of the poly bags, the pots, anything that's not natural, organic, I guess. And it's a real bitch. We once also collected firewood from a huge land that her friend owns. We also chop said firewood. And to be more proactive, we said that we wanted to create a YouTube video for her so that more people will know about this beautiful, gorgeous backpackers. We tried to do many things like this.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to Moorpork Rural Oasis.
We also tried a different orientation and a different intro.
Hang on, I'll just walk around a bit. Okay. If you're looking for a bit of serenity that's the opposite of the city, you might come to Moorpork Rural Oasis.
That was a bit dull, so we tried another intro.
Welcome to Moorpork Rural Oasis.
We couldn't keep it interesting, so we decided on a costume change and a different style of vlogging that unfortunately people outside of Malaysia will not be able to understand.
Salam sejahtera guys. Okay, kami sekarang berada di Moorpork Rural Oasis. Kamu tengok semua ni, dia macam opposite bandar. Kau tengok bandar kan? Ini memang tak macam bandar. Gila bezanya. Oh yo. Okay, kau tengok yang pertama sekali yang saya tunjuk ni kan, di Malaysia tak boleh imagine kau mandi dalam tong gas, tong barrel rainwater. Kau tengok ini, dia macam jellyfish. Sesuatu yang saya tak tahu lah, dia punya pemilik kan, dia buat double glaze. Double glaze maksudnya dia letak 2 kali glaze. Tak tahu lah, pintu tu terkunci ke? Yo Ronaldinho. Cubalah datang ke Moorpork Rural Oasis. Alright guys, like and subscribe.
We clearly couldn't show her any of these, so unfortunately we couldn't make anything good, and yeah, our idea just fell through. But we had a lot of fun creating these, and we had a lot of fun learning how to do different things that we otherwise would never have learned. It was a great month with Sandy, and that's when we got our kiwi fruit pruning job that we got fired from. Now, in terms of timeline, we're definitely up to date. After we got fired, we decided to go to the South Island, where we had to first stop at Wellington, We stayed for 2 nights. One of those we stayed in a backpackers, and the second night we stayed at my best friend's brother's house. They very graciously took us in, they gave us food, and they just made sure we had everything we needed to go to the South Island. With everyone rooting for us, we finally made it to the South Island. The ferry ride was so beautiful and just unlike anything we've ever seen before. We first head to Greymouth, which was our next Helpx destination. We were working in a backpackers, so we did 4 hours of work every day in exchange for food and accommodation. I was on housekeeping duties while Arif was on cleaning duties, so this is my first time learning how to make a bed properly. It took me forever, but once I got the hang of it, it was not too bad. We stayed in a dorm room with other helpers and we made all of our own meals. These are our helper friends, and special mention goes to Jawad. He was a long-term tenant that stayed at the backpackers and we got really close to him. He fed us a lot of good food, he showed us how to cook, and we brought those recipes home back to Malaysia. We miss him a lot and we try to keep in touch. We hope to see him again very soon.
Yeah, we're leaving Noah's Ark backpackers. And I guess I'm taking a video of it to just commemorate that we were here in Greymouth and that it meant something. It was quite amazing. Oh, there's Coley enjoying herself.
Yep, we're leaving.
We're leaving Greymouth. Woohoo! There's Jawad. Greymouth. The end of Greymouth.
After 3 weeks of helping out here, we wanted a change of environment, and so we went to a different Helpx. It was a neighboring town, but I would say it was a completely different experience from this one, and you will see very soon.